Hello everyone. I'm definitely a lot more lit this time from a light standpoint, not because I've been drinking yet. Hope everybody's having a great evening. We are about to embark on our journey together, the next 60 minutes flow. Again, always the option of taking or leaving, whatever doesn't work for you. Obviously, all of us have been going through lots and lots of stuff. So this is meant to be a practice that helps you kind of relieve some of your stress. So anything that doesn't feel good in your body, please feel free to just leave it behind and do what does feel good, okay? All right, if you have a strap, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, feel free to grab a scarf. I'll give everybody a minute to run to whatever room it takes to find that. And if you just want to say forget it and just go with it, that's fine too. But I did want to start on our backs, and we'll work on into some hamstring stuff. So take a minute, get what you need to get, and then from here we will get started. So once you grab a strap or a scarf, if you're interested, then go ahead and find your way to your mat and then roll on down to your back. Just squeeze your knees into your chest for a moment. Give yourself a big hug, maybe make some circles. And then eventually plant those feet on the ground, separate them as wide as your mat, and then allow your knees to fall in towards one another. Bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. Take a few moments here to find breath and to begin to release, let go, feel yourself honestly just melting down into your mat. Noticing the rise and the fall, belly, and noticing the beat of the heart underneath of your palm. Taking a few more breaths here on your back, acknowledging the way that you're feeling, both physically and emotionally. Knowing that whatever it is that you're going through at this moment in time, whether it's positive, negative, or somewhere in between, it will all change. We will flux in and out of the good times, of the bad times. So wherever you are, just acknowledge it, be with it, and know that it will be ever changing. From here, go ahead and pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself another big hug. And then rock yourself up to a seat. We'll come back down onto our backs in a moment, but just coming together here in this space. So cross your legs in front of your body. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. Press the shoulders down and back. Feel yourself lift up through the crown of the head. Squeeze in through the belly. And then bring your palms into your heart center. 3 cleansing breaths together. So deep inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release. One more time. Full breath all the way in. Open the mouth. Set it free. Let it all go. Bring your thumbs up to your forehead, your third eye center. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for giving yourself this time on your mat, acknowledging those around you, at home with you, and within your heart. And on your next breath, go ahead, pull those hands back through center, and then again, let's make our way back onto our back. So go ahead and roll onto your back, and then grab either your strap or your scarf, or nothing, that's okay too. Come down. So let's keep that left leg straight and then wrap the strap around the right foot, sending that right leg up to the sky. And if you're not using a strap or a scarf, feel free to just grab on the back of the calf. Reaching that leg up towards the sky, and then starting to feel your toes pull in towards your nose. Feel that nice stretch through the hamstrings. Take another breath in, and then begin to lift your chest up towards your thighs. Yeah, go ahead and lift yourself up. Starting to feel the abs here. One more breath. And then lower yourself down. From here, we're going to open it up. So release that left hand down, and then slowly begin to lower that right leg down. Probably not going to touch the ground, and that's fine. Maybe you're like me, and you've got a little couch here that you can rest your foot on. We all have different spaces we're working with from home, right? Take another breath, and then bring that foot back up through center. Switch out the hands, bringing that left hand to the strap or the scarf, and then bringing that left leg or right leg over to the left. Take a look over towards your right hand, and then notice if you don't get a little bit of that snap crackle through the spine. Twisting it out, wringing it out, taking another big breath in, and then making your way back through center. One more time to walk yourself up. Come all the way up, as far up as you can. Lengthening out through that right leg, squeeze in through the belly. One more deep breath, and then exhale, lower it down. Bend into the knee, just pull that strap off of the right foot, extend the right leg, and then here we go, other side, bringing the strap to the foot. Starting off with the head down on the ground, just reaching the leg up towards the sky, and maybe feeling yourself lengthen out as you begin to bring that foot, that leg a little closer in towards your body. Take a breath, let it go, and then here we go, start to walk the hands up. Feel yourself reach through the chest, right? Try not to use your neck. You want to use the abs. You want to use the core here. Maybe bending into those elbows. Maybe walking the hands up a little bit further. Last breath here. And then lowering yourself down to the mat. This time extending the right arm out, left leg falls out to the side. Just letting it come down as far as it can. Try not to let your right hip pop up off of the ground. It's going to help to extend through the inner left thigh, the closer that right hip is to the earth. And finding your way back up through center. Switch it out. Right hand grabs that strap, bring that leg across the body, and then this time looking over towards that left hand. Feeling a nice stretch for the IT band. Maybe pulling the toes in a little bit closer, noticing what happens when you find that little extra bit of movement. And then coming back through center. One last time to lift up. So walk the hands up, come on up. How close can the chest come to the thigh? Again, it's all about the core, not worrying so much about the neck. So looking at the toes. One more breath. And release. Nice job. Go ahead and just keep that strap out to the side for the moment. Okay? We're going to bring the knees into the chest. And then arms go out into cactus. From here, slowly begin to lower the knees over towards the left, but don't let the knees or the legs touch the ground. Swing it back through center, and then bring the knees over to the right. Just don't let it touch. Keep those shoulders pressing into the mat. Just taking it side to side, noticing what happens through the abs as you take it. Yeah, slow and controlled. Couple more times, side to side, maybe bringing those knees a little bit closer in towards the chest, noticing how that enhances. One more time. Back through center. Over to the right. And then back through center. From here, go ahead and extend your legs up towards the sky. And then bring your right leg underneath of your left, coming into our eagle legs. So bend into the knees, okay? Try to see if you can't get that left foot to the outside of the right calf. And then from here, because we have that right leg underneath of the left, we're going to bring that right arm underneath of the left arm. Either grabbing onto hands or maybe onto your shoulders. We're going to begin to find some crunches here. So lift the elbows and the knees together. And then as you lower down, just let the heels come to hover, shoulders to hover. Lift back up, crunch in. Lower down, just letting that heel hover, don't let it touch. Come back. Lower down. Here we go for 3, for 2. One more breath, squeeze it in. Keep yourself lifted, unwind, send the legs up, send the arms up, and then just switch it out, opposite. Yeah, keep it all squeezing in, and then here we go, lower down, hover, and lift, lower, and lift. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath here. For 3, bring it together, 2, one more time, hold, re-extend everything up to the sky, and then we're bringing everything down to the ground at the same time. So here we go, start to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. Use that right hand to grab onto that left wrist and take a crescent over to the right. Walk the feet to that right corner of the mat, and then feel all that space open up through the left side body. Bring it back through center, unwind the hands, switch out the grip, and then take your crescent over to the left as the feet find the left corner of your mat. This time right side, finding all the space, all the length, all the breath. And then back through center. From here, go ahead and pull your knees back into your chest, and then cross your ankles, roll yourself up and over. From here, we're just gonna make our way into our tabletop position, so go ahead and roll over onto hands and knees, bringing those hands underneath of the shoulders, knees right there underneath of the hips. Go ahead and drop your belly down, send your gaze up. And then press away, round into the spine, coming into your cat. Belly drops down, gaze up. One more time to press and scoop through the belly. This time we just walk the hands up towards the body. Arms reach to the sky, and then palms pull to heart center. From here, kick your left foot out. So press the pinky edge of the foot into the mat. Arms reach high, and then bring that left hand down. Yeah, feel that stretch. Maybe the gaze goes up underneath of that right arm. And then releasing the right hand down to the ground, sending that left arm up. Begin to flow side to side. Maybe if you drop that right hand down and you want to lift the leg, feel free. Your choice. Taking 3 more rounds. 2. 1 more time. And then this time, dropping that right hand down, send those left fingertips up, and then reach that arm up over the head. Bring that arm in line with the ear. Press into that left knee, into the top of the right, press into your right knee, top of right foot, and then we lift up the left leg. Yeah. Begin to pull the toes in towards the shin, and then point the toes. Flex, and point. Flex, and point. One more time. Flex the toes in. Point the toes out, reach, 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 and then release the foot back down. Come back through center, reach the arms to the sky. Bring the hands behind the back. Press those palms in towards your bum, and then send your pelvis forward, squeezing shoulder blades together, looking up towards the sky. One more breath here in your little mini back bend, and then re-extending arms to the sky. Just simply release your hands down. Keep that left foot where it is, and then shift your weight back. Yeah. Try to keep that left foot pressing into the mat. Try not to let the toes free up. See if you can't shift your weight back. One more breath, really relaxing the chest in towards the top of the thigh. And then from here, to look forward. Walk yourself forward. Again, keeping that left leg where it is. Begin to paw your way forward so that your hands are about 2 handprints further ahead of you. Squeeze your elbows in. Press through the foot. And then lower your chest down just to hover. Press yourself back up. Yeah, nice job. Lower down and press back up. One more time. Lower down. Lift back up. Walk the hands back in towards the body. One more time to reach up high. Palms to heart. Knee meets knee. Take a breath. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then here we go, other side. Kick that right leg out. Send the arms up to the sky. And then release right hand down. Send those fingertips up and over. And then release. Yeah, again, maybe adding in the leg if you like, as you flow side to side. that little compression through the outer hip. And then last time, dropping that left hand down, right arm up, lift up through that top leg, and then send those fingers up and over. Try to kiss the ear with your bicep. Flex those right toes in, and then point them out. Flex in, and point out. 2 more times. Last time. Reach 1 more time, big stretch. And then release the foot down. Come all the way up, send the arms high. Hands behind the back, press your palms right there into your low back, and then send the pelvis forward. Try not to let your shoulders come to your ears. Relax down the back, gaze up high. Feeling that nice stretch through the inner thigh as well as through your low back. And then on your next breath, go ahead and release the hands down to the mat. Shift your weight back, pressing that right foot into the mat. Sending that left hip back. Yeah, try to relax down towards your shin or towards your thigh. 1 more breath here. And then looking forward, start to walk yourself towards the front of the mat. Walking those hands forward, about 2 hand prints, and then let's come down for a couple of push-ups. So don't let your elbows go wide. Squeeze them in towards the rib cage. Lower down and press up. Lower down and press up. 1 more time. And then here we go. Walk it back. Arms reach to the sky. Breath in. Palms to heart center. Knee meets knee. Yeah. Take a moment. Just close the eyes. Press the thumbs into the heart space. Feel the beat of the heart. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and release the hands back down to the mat. Coming back into tabletop position. From here, go ahead and curl the toes under and then lift your hips to the sky. Find your way into downward facing dog. Once you get to down dog, just start to pedal it out a little bit. Shake out the head, shake out the neck. Yeah, nice. And then from here, find stillness, pressing your heels in towards the mat. And then lift up onto your tiptoes. Lower your heels down. Lift up to the toes. 1 more time, lower down. Lift up to the tiptoes. This time we're going to make our way into plank pose. So roll yourself forward. So come forward into plank. Don't let your pelvis drop down too high, and then don't let that booty go too high either. So just find your way right there. Finding a little bit of cat back, right? So feeling a little bit of rounding through the shoulders. Take a breath. Let it go. 1 more inhale. Hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. From here, separate your feet as wide as your mat, so step those feet out wide, and then walk your hands in, again, 2 hand prints, okay? Keep that right hand underneath of the nose, and then bring your left hand to the outside of your right leg, pressing the heels into the mat, and then start to feel your chest pull back towards your thigh. Big breath. Really try to work those heels down towards the ground, and then maybe send the gaze up and underneath of that right armpit, finding a twist. Slowly begin to unwind yourself and simply switch it out. Bring the left hand to the mat, and then right hand find somewhere on the outside of that left leg. Yeah. Maybe you start to find a little bit more twisting sensation as the gaze goes underneath of the left arm. 1 more inhale. And coming back through center. From here, go ahead and walk your hands back out to where they would normally go. Feet stay as are. So let's play with a little bit of balance here. Go ahead and press that right foot into the mat, and then lift your left leg up. From here, keep that left hand grounded, and reach your right fingertips forward, right? Yeah, it's tough. Balance, squeeze it through the core. Take another breath, and release. Right hand down, left foot down. Let's do the other side. Right leg reaches up. Left fingers reach forward. Find your balance. Find that drishti. Squeeze in through the tummy. 1 more breath. And release. Find your way back to your traditional downward facing dog. And then from here, go ahead and look forward. Begin to tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. Once you get to the top of the mat, go ahead and bring the hands to the shins for a halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out through the back. Exhale to fold.
One more time. Feel that length all the way through the spine. And then on your next exhale, bend deeply into the knees. No big claws, B. Sorry. Bad cat. Once you make it to the top of the mat, hands are on the fronts of the shins. And then bend deeply into the knees. Begin to rise up. Come all the way up. Yeah. Bring those palms to your heart center. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And from here, we're going to take another side bend. So arms reach up. We're going to drop that right hand down. And then send those left fingertips up and over. Option to stay here or to wrap that right hand around the back, maybe finding the outside of that left hip. Gaze goes up. Take another breath. And then make your way back up through center. From here, keep that your right hand where it is, either by your side or on your left hip. And then use those left fingertips to pull the left ear towards the left shoulder. Nice stretch for the outside of the neck. And then re-extending. Go ahead and switch it out. So bring that left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Take the side bend over towards the left. Again, maybe that left hand stays where it is, or maybe it wraps around, finding the front of that right hip. Maybe gaze goes up to the sky. Try to keep equal amounts of weight in both feet. Try to plug the right shoulder in. Find another inhale. And then finding your way back through center. Keep that left hand where it is. Right fingertips help to guide right ear to the right shoulder. Slowly begin to unwind yourself, reaching arms up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, palms find their way back to heart center. All right, let's make our way through some sun salutation A. So here we go, arms reach up. Exhale to bow down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Hands down. Go ahead and step your right foot back, and then step your left foot back, coming into your high plank. All right. Coming into our not so traditional version of sun salutation A, but those of you that take my class know that I love push-ups. So here we go. Lower down to hover. Press yourself back to plank. And then lift the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Right leg reaches to the sky. Bring the knee into the nose. And then send it back. Knee into the nose. Send it back. One more time. Squeeze it in. Look forward. Right foot, top of the mat. Left foot meets. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take it to the sky. Reach up, look up. Always options for that back bend. And then right back down. Fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step it back. Left foot and right foot. Here we go. Coming back into our plank pose. Lower down. Hover. And then press back. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Left leg, send it high. Bring the knee into the nose. Think about cat back. Send it up. Squeeze it in. Lift it high. Bring that knee in close to the chest. Step it through. Bring the right foot forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Reach high, look up. Back bend. And then right back down. Inhale. And exhale. Step it back. Here we are, back in our high plank. This time we lower twice. So bring it down and press it up. Bring it down and press it up. Back to the sky for down dog. This time right leg reaches to the sky. Bring that right knee to the right elbow. Send it up. Same side, to the elbow, to the sky. Last time. Send it up. And then step it through. Come forward, left foot meets right. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up. And then fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands down. Left foot steps back. Right foot, here we go. Lower down to hover. Press it up. Lower to hover. Press up. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Bring it to the elbow. Send it up. Squeeze it in. Reach it high. One more time. Maybe it comes a little bit closer to the shoulder. Send it back up. And then step it through. Bring that right foot forward as well. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Take it up. Reach up. Maybe a little bit deeper. Look back. back down, fold forward. Inhale. Just 2 more rounds, guys. Step it back, come back to that plank. All right, here we go. Feel free to drop your knees. We've got 3, press up. 2, press up. 1 more time, press up to the sky. Inhale. Woo, exhale. Right leg reaches up. This time we cross it over. Bring it to that left elbow. Send it up. Cross and high. 1 more time. To the sky. Step it through. Top of the mat. Last round. Half lift. Fold forward. Come up. And bow down. You've got this. 1 more time through. Step it back. Plank pose. Lower down. Press up. Lower. And lift. Last time. To the sky. Find your breath. Simply let it go. Left leg up. Cross it over. Back up. And cross. To the sky. Cross. And then back to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale to fold. Make sure that those feet are at hip distance. Always option to measure it out with the 2 fists. This time using your peace fingers. Grab onto the big toes. Find a halfway lift. And then exhale. Simply let it go. Hold on to the toes. But feel yourself shift your weight forward in towards the balls of the feet. Maybe even feeling as if you can lift up through the heels. Keep the head hanging heavy. Keep that tailbone reaching for the sky. 3 more breaths. Give yourself a chance to catch up. And then bend deeply into the knees. Release the bind of the toes. Sweep the arms wide. And then rise up. From here, bring the palms to touch overhead. And then bend into the elbows. Bring those thumbs behind the neck. Yeah, feel yourself lift up. Now, again, be mindful those feet are at the hip distance. We're going to take another side bend. So reach the arms up and then take it to the right. Through center, bend into the elbows, reach it up, take it to the left. 1 more time each side. Squeeze the thumbs to the back of the neck, reach it back up, take it over to the right, through center, squeeze, reach up, take it to the left, back through center. Last time to really work those elbows in towards the head. Maybe this time reaching the pelvis forward, gaze goes up. And then from here, simply reach the arms to the sky, bring them back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Yeah. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bend into the knees and begin to send that fist up and over. Eventually extending the legs. Tailbone again, reaches up. Head simply hangs heavy. On your next breath, go ahead and release the hands down. Walk the big toes together. Separate through the heels and then sink your weight into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Plug the shoulders in. Yeah. From here, sweep the arms back. Send those arms back. And then reach up. Sweep back. Reach up. 1 more time. Take it back. Reach the arms up. Plug shoulders in. Keep that right foot grounded and then pull that left knee up into the chest. From here, step it back, coming into your high crescent lunge. Sink into the front knee. From here, palms find their way to heart center. You're going to twist it over towards the right. So bring that left elbow outside of the left knee and then open up. Try to send the elbows in opposite directions. Option to keep those thumbs at heart center or to separate your arms. If you'd like to take a half bind, sweep that right hand behind the back. Maybe the left hand comes for a full bind. Open up, peel the heart. Power up through the back leg. 1 more breath. And then find your way back through center. Step the left foot forward. Reach the arms up. Pull the palms to heart center. This time, grounding down through that opposite leg. Pulling pulling that right knee up into the chest. From here, step it back. Yeah, here we go. Arms up. And then taking our twist over towards the left. Yeah. Maybe those palms stay at heart center. Maybe you open it up. Maybe you half bind. Maybe you full bind. All the options you choose. Listening to what's going on with your body, with your breath right now. Just a guide. Last inhale. And then if you're in a bind, unwind, come back, and then step that back foot forward. Nice work. Back to your Utkatasana, back to your chair pose. One more time to sweep the arms back. Rest the chest on the thighs. And then exhale to fold forward. Inhale for halfway lift. Hands down. Step or jump it back. Make your way through a traditional vinyasa, your choice, however you want to get there. And then meeting back in downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Go ahead and bend the knee and open up the hip. From here, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and sink left. Send it back up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Right foot outside of right hand, sink into it. Back to the sky. Bend the knee, open up. Stack it all up. Last time. Bring that right foot to the outside of the right hand, sink that left hip low, and then send it back. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Option to stay or to flip your dog. Choose. For 3, for 2, and 1. If you're flipped over, flip it back, look forward, right foot steps forward. Come on up, warrior 1. Yeah, a few breaths to get yourself settled. Here in your warrior 1, feel free to use your hands to square up through your hips. Relax down through the shoulders. Taking one more deep breath. And then on your exhale, we're going to twist open to the right. So send those left fingers forward and right fingers back. Sink a little bit lower into that front knee. Try to keep that back foot, that back left foot at 45 degrees. And then bring that right hand to the back of the left thigh. Taking a back bend. Sink into it. Reach up. Final deep breath. And then exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Step it back. Make your way through a vinyasa or stay in down dog. Your choice. Here we go. Other side. Left leg. Send it up. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Left foot outside of left hand. Sink left. Back to the sky. Bend the knee. Open it up. Left hand. Left foot. One more time. And then send it back up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. If you flipped on the other side, feel free. Yeah, nice work, guys. Go ahead and take it back. Left leg up. And step it through. Come on up. Warrior 1. Couple breaths. Feel yourself square up. Press down. All the feels. Nice. And then from here, we're going to open it up into our twist. So reach that right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe you can sink a little bit lower into that front knee. And then bring that left hand back behind you. Yeah, beautiful. Spark the fingers. Share the energy. Last big breath. And then hands come down to the mat. Take it through a vinyasa. We'll meet up in child's pose this time. So take a break. Drop your knees to the earth. Send your hips to your heels. Release. Child's pose. Take one more breath here in your child's pose. And then slowly begin to find your way back to downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Bend into the knees, hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale for halfway lift, and then exhale to fold. Toes together, heels apart, sink it back, Utkatasana. Fill your chest, lift up, squeeze through the belly, and then Feel that low back tilt inward and down. One more breath. And then exhale to fold forward. Inhale for half lift. Make your way through a vinyasa or straight into downward facing dog. Once you get to down dog, go ahead and again reach that right leg up to the sky. This time just bend the knee, open up the hip, make some circles with the ankle. Switch it out, other direction. Re-extend right leg to the sky. And then step it through. Again, coming up into our high crescent lunge. So right foot forward, left foot back. Reach the arms up to the sky. From here, coming back into those eagle arms. So reach that right arm under, left arm over. From here, gonna bring that foot forward. Actually, I lied. Unwind. Left arm under, right arm over. Sorry about that. And then squeeze the left knee in. Find your way into your eagle posture. Yeah, so whatever that looks like. Maybe it's the kickstand. Maybe the foot to the outside of the shin. Or maybe you tuck the toes. Lift the elbows up. And then sink down into your hips. Yeah. From here, begin to squeeze the elbows towards the knee. Crunch it in, just like we did when we were on our back. Lift up. Crunch it in. And lift it up. One more time. Squeeze elbows towards the thigh. Lift it back up. Keep the arms. Unwind that back leg. And kick it back into your warrior three. Try to send those left toes down towards the ground. Try to pull the shoulder blades back. Breathe in. From here, keep that right leg grounded. Knee comes in. Kick it back. Knee comes in. Kick it back. Just one more time. Pull it in. Send it back. Drop that back foot down. Rise back up into your high crescent lunge. From here, finding our way into our standing splits. So bring that the hands down to frame the right foot, and then lift the left leg up. Nice. Yeah. Option to stay as you are, or maybe grabbing on with that right hand, maybe with the left hand, finding balance. Breathe. One more breath. From here, unwind back into high crescent lunge, and then exhale, hands down to the ground. As you step back to downward facing dog, keep that right leg lifted, and then bring that right ankle behind the left ankle. Come forward into your high plank. Option to just stay here for a breath, and then come back to down dog, or lower yourself down to hover. Press it back up, and then lift the hips to the sky. Unwind the feet, find your breath, let it go. And then here we go, left leg reaches to the sky. Step the foot forward, rise up, Anjaneyasana, high crescent lunge. This time, right arm underneath of left, and then right leg over top. Coming into eagle. Again, whatever variation of the feet you want to take it, and then lift up through the elbows. All right, let's do some crunches. Curl it in, lift it up. Curl it in, and lift it up. One more time. Maybe you fall out. Come back to center, and then kick that right leg back, coming into our warrior three. Again, trying to drop down through the right hip, plugging those elbows in. Try to keep the toes down towards the ground. Here we go. Knee comes in, and then kick it back. This is tough. Knee pulls in. Kick it back. Fire up through that left leg. One more time. Squeeze it in. Step it back. Unwind. Reach to the sky. Bend into that front knee, and then here we go. Standing splits. Hands down to frame that left foot. Walk those fingers in line with the toes, and then lift the right leg up. Yeah. Nice. Maybe you bind. Maybe you keep the hands on the ground. Maybe they're on blocks. One more breath. And drop the foot back. Come on up. Hands down to the ground. Vinyasa. Maybe again, bringing that left foot behind the right. Come into plank. And then maybe lowering. Maybe pressing back up. And then hips to the sky. Take 3 cleansing breaths. If you want to take those in child's pose, feel free to drop your knees. Otherwise, Stay as you are. Feeling the in and the out. Make sure you open the mouth so that that breath can roll over the tongue, cool off the body. One more breath. Nice. Go ahead and send your gaze forward. Hop or step back to the top of the mat. One last time. Find your way into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Sink down into it. One more breath right here. Sink your booty so low. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Hands down. Make your way through a vinyasa or straight into down dog. This time, reaching that right leg to the sky. Step the foot forward and then drop the back heel down. Coming into your warrior. And flip your palms down. One more time, flip up. This time, keeping those palms lifted, go ahead and take it back into reverse. Yeah, so again, maybe that left hand rests on the thigh, or maybe the hand comes behind, finding a bind. Yeah, maybe you can sink a little bit lower. And then unwinding yourself to warrior two. Bend comes out of the front knee. Toes rotate in, reach up, five-pointed star. Warrior two, back of the mat, sink low. And then back into star. Couple more times, front of the mat. Back of the mat. One more time, through star. Front of the mat. Back of the mat. And then this time we land in our five-pointed star. Go ahead and pull those arms back in line with the ears. One more breath. And then hands to the hips. Shoulders roll up and down. And then coming into our goddess. So lift up onto the balls of the feet and then pull your heels in. Begin to sink down. Notice if the knees start to roll in. Maybe even use those hands to help press the knees back. Hands are at your hips to begin. Maybe you could sink just a little bit lower, and then let's add the arms in. Squeeze those elbows down, shoulder blades coming together, holding here for 3, for 2, one more breath, and then reach it back up, find your star. Bring those toes back in, and then coming in for our wide-legged forward fold. So hands come back to the hips, chest reaches forward, and then take it down. Bring the hands down underneath of your nose. From here, separate your feet a little bit wider, and then walk your hands forward, right? So feel yourself shift your weight back into your heels, and then feel your tailbone reaching towards the wall behind you. Maybe wiggle those fingers forward just a little bit more. And then once you feel as you've gone as far as you can, then feel free to release the head down. Big stretch. Feels good in the hamstrings and the shoulders, through the armpits. Just release through the head. Take another breath. And then begin to walk your hands back underneath of your nose. Bend into the knees and slowly begin to rise up, coming back through your five-pointed star, back to warrior two, and then hands down to the ground. Step it back, find your way through your vinyasa, and then back to down dog. Here we go, left leg, send it up, and step the foot forward. Go ahead and rise up into your warrior two. Maybe wiggling that back foot just a little bit further behind you. Lift the palms up to the sky. Look back down. Reach up and down. One more time. So flip the palms and then take it back. Again, maybe right hand right there on the thigh or maybe behind you. Sinking into that front knee. Really feel yourself lift forward. Try not to let that knee go inward though. Should be going towards the outside of the foot. Start to reach those left fingers up and over. Taking another breath. And then unwinding yourself back into warrior two. Take the bend out of that front knee. Coming through star. Back of the mat. Star. Front of the mat. Star. One more time. And then here we are, hands at your hips, coming coming back into our goddess pose. So this time, lift up onto the balls of the feet, pull the heels in, and then come into those cactus arms. We're gonna drop that right elbow down towards the right knee, and then come back through center. Left elbow to left knee, and center. Just keep going side to side. Find your balance. Feel your obliques. One more time, side to side. Coming back through center, sink into your goddess. Yeah, nice. Low as you can go, just one more breath. And then back to star. Toes pull forward, hands come to the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. And then here we go, take your fold. This time, as you wiggle those toes out a little bit wider, we're gonna bring the fingertips to face back behind us, and then just start to paw your hands backwards underneath of your legs, okay? Again, going as far as you can. Noticing this time the weight is in the balls of the feet rather than into the heels. Wiggle the fingers back behind you, and then once you go as far as you can go, release through the head. So let it go, just hang heavy. Two more breaths. And eventually, you need to walk those hands back underneath of the nose, bending into the knees, rising up, coming back into star. Go ahead and find your warrior two. Hands down to the mat. Last vinyasa. Take it if you want it, skip it if you don't. And then landing back in our child's pose. Just releasing the knees to the earth, sending the hips to the heels. Keep the arms out in front of you so you can walk it over. So just let the head hang heavy. I'm going to walk those hands off towards the right, maybe releasing that left hand to the top of the right, or maybe they stay side by side. Just let the head hang heavy here. And bringing the hands through center, walk it over to the left. Back through center. One more breath here in child's pose. And then begin to lift yourself up. Bring those shoulders up over the hips. Go ahead and roll off onto your right hip. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Coming in for our Janu Shirshasana. So keep that left leg forward and bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Okay. Feel yourself press down. And then reach the arms up towards the sky. Go ahead and plug those shoulders in. And then pivot your chest so that it's parallel to that front leg. Reach up. And then exhale, fold forward. Yeah, hands fall where they may. But if you're super flexy, maybe you can bring that right hand to the outside of the left foot. And maybe you can bring that left hand to the inside of the foot. Yeah, maybe bending the elbows. Your choice. Always just throwing out options. Take another big breath. Use this exhale as your deepest fold. And then rising up, reaching the arms to the sky. Go ahead and bring that right hand behind you and then lift up. Yeah, point through those left toes. Reach back through the fingertips. Can you lift up one more time? And then lower yourself down to the ground. Keep that left leg forward. Squeeze the right knee in towards the chest. And then step the foot over. From here, coming into our cow face pose. So you're going to sweep that left foot back by that right hip. And then try to work to stack up the knees. Okay? Maybe those feet come a little bit closer in towards the body, or maybe you separate them out of it. Okay, so just sit up tall here. Pulling your blessings out from underneath of you. Try to get those sit bones down on the ground. And if this knee is way up here, totally fine, no big deal, just let it hang out. Option to stay seated as you are, or if you'd like to take a bind, sweep the hands behind the back, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Try to relax down. Last option here is to begin to fold forward, bringing the chest down towards the thighs. You've got the bind of the elbows, try to hold on, but if not, just let it go. one more breath. And if you're in the fold, start to lift yourself up. Notice which hand is on the bottom and which hand is on the top, because we're going to do the opposite on the other side. Go ahead and unwind the arms and then extend the legs out. Give it a shake. And here we go, other side. So this time we're going to bring that. Keep the right leg straight and bring the left foot in. Okay? All right. Again, find the sits bones, wiggle yourself down into the mat, reach the arms up, pivot the torso, and then take the fold. Maybe you cross hand over hand, grabbing onto the foot, and then bending the elbows. Last big breath. See if you can't fold just a little bit deeper. And then lift yourself back up. Unwind the arms if they're crossed. Here we go. Left hand comes behind you. Lift up. This time pointing through those right toes, reaching back. All that space, all that length. And then lowering yourself back down to the ground. Just bring that right leg back in through center. Hug the knee into the chest. And then step that foot over top. Come back into our cow face. So this time we're going to sweep that right foot back by that left hip. And then noticing the difference between side to side, right? Left and right, hip to hip, always just a little bit different. And then again, option to stay. Or if you want to take the bind, reach the hands around, but be mindful which hand was on top last time. It's probably whichever feels awkward, right? Yeah, we go to that comfortable space first. So lift up, staying here, or taking the fold. Feeling a really nice stretch, the outside of that left hip. And then begin to make your way back up. Unwind the arms, unwind the legs. I'm going to bring those feet to about hip distance, hands beside you. Just tick-tock the legs from side to side, release through the hips. And finding your way back through center. We're going to lower ourselves all the way to the ground. So keep the feet as they are, knees up towards the sky. Reach the arms forward, plug it in. Really feel the belly, right? We're coming down slow, so press through the feet. And then start to make your way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down. Walking the feet a little bit closer in towards your bum, coming into our bridge pose. So from here, go ahead, press down through the hands, press down through the elbows, press down through the feet. Lift the hips up, and then reach the arms overhead. And then come down. Lift yourself up, and then lower everything down. 3 more times. Lift the hips, lower the hips. Arms just along for the ride. And then in this last bridge, we're going to keep those arms up overhead, press up through the hips. Option to stay as you are, or to press down through that right foot, and then send the left toes to the sky. 1 more breath. Drop the left foot down, press firmly into the mat, and then send the right toes high. Release down. Hips come down. Arms come down by your side. Squeeze the knees in. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. And then lower down. Extend the right leg out. Keep that left knee pulling in towards the body. And then use that right hand to pull the left knee across the body, coming in for our supine twist. This time extending left arm out, gaze over those left fingertips. Really use that right hand to help encourage that left knee closer down towards the mat. One more breath. And then bringing that left knee back through center, squeeze it in. and then re-extend. Left leg stays long, right knee pulls into the chest. Left hand's the guide this time. Bring it across the body. And then right fingers reaching over towards the wall. Gaze over towards those right fingertips. Really working to keep that right shoulder down on the mat. And eventually coming back through center to squeeze one more time. From here, extending the legs long, arms find their way back up overhead. One more time for that great big full body stretch. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and then releasing your arms down by your sides, flipping the palms up towards the sky, finding your way into your final resting pose, Savasana. Close the eyes and just let it go. Last few moments here to feel all of that peace, all of the joy, all of the release.